Renew takes the field into turns number 3 and 4. Nice, slow, deliberate pace. On the outside, the number 12 car. Staying with him, Randy Benson out of Ludlow. We come off of turn number 4. The green flag is out. Running into a bit of transmission problems or some kind of mechanical problems. He starts to lose speed quickly. Going up to the top of the pack, coming down the home stretch, Kirby Hazen, your lead car. John Crawford second, George Jalbert third, your top three. Then comes Kevin Bodreau in the number 9 and William Salo, car number 4, your top 5 cars. The number 48 of Kirby Hazen, Volkswagen Rabbit, running like a rabbit as he holds on the lead. John Crawford, number 85, second. George Jalbert, third. the number 34 car, Gordon Cowdery. Car number 2, Chris Stanhope, the 00 of Gene Shippey, the number 7 car, Jason Ash, and the 1X of Greg Sargent. Chris Cannon on the outside, car number 16, the Saab, tries to challenge for the lead, but holding on to the lead. That's the 22 of George Pond. Down the back stretch they go, slicing and dicing, a whamming and bamming. Out of turn 4, holding on to the lead, the 22 of George Pond. Right there, the number 16 of Chris Cannon. Now moving up to third in the number 32 car. Up Plymouth Duster is Danny Weld. Then we go back to fourth. That's Earl Whidden, now being challenged on the outside by the 1X of Greg Sargent. Off at turn 4 come the roaring pack. The number 22, one of our rookie drivers from Vernon, George Pond, holding on the lead. Chris Cannon and the 32 of Danny Weld, Greg Sargent, now closing in on the 4th position, the number 1X. A 3-car battle for third. The 16 of Chris Cannon, Danny Weld in the 32, Greg Sargent in the 1X, now tips to the outside. He says, I'll do it the hard way. Off at turn 4, he pushes up high, comes back again, challenging Danny Weld on the outside for third. Greg Sargent, Danny Weld, Greg Sargent, a full head of steam, now takes over third on the outside. It's Greg Sargent third, now putting his marks on the 16 of Chris Cannon. 5 laps down, 5 to go. Halfway is Greg Sargent. Past the 32 on the outside. He says, I'll do the same to the 16 of Chris Cannon. Into turns 3 and 4 they go. It's Greg Sargent in the 1X, drifting up high, coming back again by the home stretch. The 1X car, Greg Sargent, wheel to wheel, door to door with Chris Cannon, the 16. Greg Sargent now starts to inch ahead. Chris Cannon comes back again off the inside. Off of turn number 4 they come. It's Greg Sargent now taking over second. Greg Sargent, car number 1X second. Chris Cannon drop kick back to third. The battle now for fourth. The number 7 of Jason Ash gets to the inside of Danny Weld. Out come the Rabbit Ears. 2 to go. Greg Sargent, a full head of steam on the outside. Now ducks down low. How low can you go? Enough to take over the lead. A nice move by Greg Sargent as he dips up high, comes down low and takes over the lead. Greg Sargent, your leader. Back to second goes the number 22 car of George Pond. Chris Cannon, the number 7 of Jason Ash. Fourth, now trying to take over third. Into 3 and 4 they go. Out of 4 comes your leader. Your leader, car number 1X, is Greg Sargent. Dave Lesgord, 76, Peter Daniels. Car number 5, remember that's Barry Messer. Car number 8 is Kelly Coleman, the 21 of Mark Hayward. 10 laps, 6 cars to qualify. Mark Hayward in the number 21 and the 8 of Kelly Coleman get into it before the flag even flies. That's Funky Karen in the 1G going to the inside, now challenging the lead and taking over the lead. Funky Karen, car number 1G, your leader. Ryan Baker second, Kevin Brooks, Lucky Demers on the outside, challenging for fourth. The 162 of Dave Lesgord. Then comes the 5 of Barry Messer, the 86, Gary Spaulding. Car number 1, Mike Russo. The 76 of Peter Daniels, the 12X of Guy Karen. Rounding out the field, Kelly Coleman and Mark Hayward. Back to the front of the pack. That's Funky Karen in the 1G, the number 11, running a comfortable second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars now battling for third. Kevin Brooks pushes up high. Dave Lesgord takes over third, rolling through the inside. The 5 car of Barry Messer. Then comes the 76 of Peter Daniels and the number 1 of Mike Russo. Up 5 down, 5 to go. That's car number 5, Barry Messer. Now to the inside of Dave Lescord. Barry Messer third. Following through, taking over fourth, Peter Daniels. Drop kick back to fifth. That's the 162 of Dave Lescord. Holy cow, what a barn burner this is. The 1G, Punky Karen, has things all to himself. Comfortably in second, that's the 11th. Up Brian Baker. Holy cow, Barry Messer almost loses the number 5T. Coming out of turn number 4. From third back to seventh goes Barry Messer. A little bobble and whammo. It's 2 to go, 2 to go. Bucky Demers up pit road with a mechanical problem. White flag, 1 to go. Battle now for fourth. Dave Lescord and Mike Brusso. Mike Brusso now ducks to the inside. He challenges for fourth. But your easy winner is Punky Karen. Brian Baker second. Peter Daniels third. Car number 9, the orange number 9, that's Matt Wade. Car number 20, Richard Brown. Number 2X, we're not sure of that one, later on. The 9X, Dennis Bergeron. Green flag line. Top row, takes the early lead, and another second, calling through, in third, off the inside groove, that's the number 15 of Mark McClay. Number 34 car of Scott Shute take the field down to the restart off at turn number 3. 6 cars to qualify, 10 laps. The ABC Motors Street Stock. And out comes the green. Car number 34 off the outside. Scott Chute taking the lead, but challenged by Robert Hager. Scott Chute now takes the lead. Round and round goes the 85. Up Danny Damaris. Here we go, loop-de-loop on a Saturday night. Lightning Larry, car number 4, all the way up to second. Goes high, comes down low, goes back up high, a full head of steam for Lightning Larry Riendo, the new car number 4. Door handle to door handle, wheel to wheel, as Lightning Larry Riendo now shows a flash of lightning and takes over the lead. Back to second, goes to 34. Scott Chute now challenged on the outside for second, Mike Benson. Up to fourth, car number 10 up, Jim Zulo. Back to fifth, Robert Hager. Battling number 61X up, Bill Wentworth. Larry Riendo, your leader. Car number 4, 3 cars now battling for second. Up 34, Scott Chute as he gets loose. Mike Benson, car number 47 on the outside. Now challenging the hard way. Mike Benson on the outside. Scott Chute on the inside. Car number 34 looking for racing room. That's the number 10 of Jimmy Zulo. Off of turn 4, halfway. 5 down, 5 to go. Mark Pellerin, car number 72, now gets up to 5th. Coming 6th, the 61X is Bill Wentworth. Off turn 4, coming leader. It's Larry Riendo, car number 4, 5 car lengths to the lead. Mike Benson second. Larry Riendo, 2-3 car lengths over Mike Benson. The battle now for third. Scott Chute, Jimmy Zulo, 34 and the 10. Up this is fifth. Mark Pellerin, Dan Damaris, now back up to 6th. It's 8 down, 2 to go. 2 more laps. Coming on the lap traffic, your leader, the number 4, as he comes on to McGee Sykes, car number 11. White flag, 1 to go. Larry Riendo now snakes through the lap traffic of McGee Sykes and Robert Hager. Now gets up big jump over your second place car. Your winner, car number 4 of Larry Riendo. 6 cars to qualify. As Tony the Tiger, our chief starter, looks the field over off of turn 4, and out comes the green. Eric Chute, car number 50, jumps the early lead. Randy Hook back to second, now gets loose. Gives up second to number 20. That's driven by Dave Davis on the outside. That's Radical Russ in the number 5 car. Russ Davis taking over third. Randy Hook back to fourth. Then comes Sandy Gilbert. Your 6th place car, that's Sean Graham. Car number 3, riding shotgun, the number 29 car of Aaron Fellows. Off of turn 2 they come. Eric Chute now getting the challenges from the number 20 of Dave Davis. Also up in the mix is the number 5 of Russ Davis. Those 3 now battling the lead. Pull away from the rest of the field. That's Randy Hook 4th. Sandy Gilbert 5th. John Graham 6th. And the number 29 of Aaron Fellows. On the bubble, car number 3 is Sean Graham. He now makes a nice inside move on the number 27 car. As Aaron Fellows tries to go underneath Sean Graham. Back to the front of the pack, the 3-way battle for the lead continues. Eric Chute in the 50, Dave Davis, out of the corner, Davis continues on the outside. 5 down, 5 to go. Off of turn number 2, the number 50 car holding on the lead. Russ Davis trying it the hard way off the outside as he rim rides on the outside of the number 20. Now puts the 50 car of Eric Chute in his sights. no disqualification, but a warning. Car number 5 now comes to the inside. Dave Davis almost goes to the infield. Holy cow, things happen out here fast. Out comes the yellow for the number 27 of Sandy Gilbert. The drivers point fun 50-50. The girls circulating throughout the grandstand, those familiar red 50-50 spots. Test your luck for only $1. Out comes the green. We try it again. Car number 50, Eric June holding on the lead up to the outside once again. That's the number 5, Russ Davis. He tries to close the door on Dave Davis. The Davis boys are going at it for second and third. The white flag flies. One more to go. One more to go. Eric June. Russ Davis tries the inside. He bobbles. Goes to the outside and hangs on to second. Coming off of turn 3. Now 4. Your leader drifts up high. Your winner. Got 2. Eric June. Okay, another street stock race, 6 cars to qualify. We'll get the names when time permits. The green flag comes out. Off the point, that's the number 71 of Ed LaQuire. On the outside, the 69 car of Kenny Thompson. Ed LaQuire and Kenny Thompson. Car number 92 up onto the Claremont cushion. That's Stuart LeClaire. Off of turn 4, the number 71. Hold on. Second, car number 7 of Doug Marsh. Back to third goes Kenny Thompson. Out comes the yellow flag. Out comes the yellow flag. A stall off of turn number 3. Going up towards the pit. He had a mechanical problem. Couldn't make it. Stuart LeClaire and shotgun the number 11 car of Wayne Ingalls. We have a black 11 and a white 11. This is Wayne Ingalls in the black number 11. Out comes the green. Number 71 off the inside, holding on the lead just barely. That's Ed LaQuire. Kenny Thompson on the outside, second. Then comes the number 7 of Doug Marsh, trying to sneak through off the inside groove. Doug Marsh now takes over second. Rick Chambers tries to keep the 69 out to drive. Kenny Thompson closes the door. Off the outside, car number 17. That's David Anthony challenging the number 38 of number 28, Dwight Jarvis. Car number 3, Sean Bodreau, and the 47 of Jack Bateman. 6 cars to qualify. Eric Martel holding the lead on the inside briefly. Now going to the outside. Taking over by half the car length, the 71 of Earl Taylor. Earl Taylor now takes over the lead. Now gets hooked by the number 30. That's car number 56, Steve Corbeil. The lucky recipient of that single off of car number 4. Steve Corbeil, car number 56, now pushes up high, taking advantage. Number 20 of Rusty Ball. As he goes around the outside of Earl Taylor, 71. It's Rusty Ball, car number 20. Steve Corbeil, John Cody, Dwight Jarvis, now up to 4th. Car number 28. Now into the third, off to the side, taking over 3rd. Dwight Jarvis 3rd, sets his eyes on the 56 car. Up Steve Corbeil. It's Rusty Ball, Steve Corbeil, Dwight Jarvis, John Cody, Jack Bateman, Sean Bodreau, Eric Martel, Keith Stewart, and Earl Taylor. Dwight Jarvis trying to take over 2nd from the 56 car. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. And Steve Corbeil drifts up high. Dwight Jarvis comes down low and now takes over 2nd. Jack Bateman, car number 47, now up to 4th. It's Rusty Ball, car number 20, now being cut by the 28 of Dwight Jarvis. Dwight Jarvis trying to get to the inside of number 28, holds the inside. Down the back stretch they go. And your new leader coming off of turn 4, Dwight Jarvis. Dwight Jarvis, your new lead car, car number 28, Rusty Ball 2nd, Steve Corbeil and Jack Bateman. The white flag flies, 1 to go. It's Dwight Jarvis, Rusty Ball, now on the outside, taking over 3rd, and Jack Bateman. Let checkers fly, your winner is Dwight Jarvis. Batchelder Sr., the 71 Maine, Peter Daniels. Car number 93, Dennis O'Connor, the 1 New Hampshire of David Smith Sr. Kirby Monteith, car number 85, takes the pack off of turn number 2 in the lead. It's Kirby Monteith, Les Martinez, and Bobby Turner, the number 33 car, slowing up the pack. That's TJ Small up to 4th, the 77 of Bruce Batchelder Sr. Car number 71 Maine, Peter Daniels up to 5th, Randy Howe 6th. Then comes Tim Small, a mechanical problem for the 1 New Hampshire of David Smith as he goes up pit side. It's Kirby Monteith, car number 85, Les Martinez. 4 cars now battling for 3rd as Peter Daniels in the 71 Maine tips to the inside of Bobby Turner. It's Peter Daniels on the inside taking over 3rd. Bobby Turner back to 4th, followed by Randy Howe and Bruce Batchelder Sr. It's all Kirby Monteith, car number 85. Randy Howe now takes over 4th off the inside with the number 8. Following through, taking over 5th, Bruce Batchelder Sr. and Bobby Turner now 6th in the number 7, followed by TJ Small and the 93 of Dennis O'Connor. Kirby Monteith, your lead car, all by himself, loops off of turn number 2. Kirby Monteith looping off of turn number 2. Les Martinez and Peter Daniels, all over the back bumper of the number 11, as Bruce Batchelder Sr. also comes into the mix. It's Peter Daniels going up high, now coming down low. Les Martinez turn 2 they come. The 71 Maine now gets up to the side of the number 11. The battle for the lead. Off of turn 4 they come. The white flag flies. 1 to go. Peter Daniels, Les Martinez, Peter Daniels. Who's it gonna be? Holy cow, the sparks are flying. Off of turn 4 they come. You call it. Leo Martin Jr., the number 94 of Rick Lambert. Car number 40, Terry Sawyer. The 34, Gordon Cowdery. Car number 00 of Gene Shippey. And the 76 of April May Gelano. And out comes the green. That's car number 20. Lugs it up off the start and taking over the lead. Off the outside, that's Henry Tutt. Car number 55. That's Henry Tutt in the lead. Earl Whitten second. Car number 53. Then comes Gary Dimmick at the 24. The number 20 never could get up to racing speed. Now goes off of turn 3 up pit road. It's Henry Tutt, Earl Whitten second, Gary Dimmick third. Then comes the number 94 of Rick Lambert, dicing through the field. The 00 of Gene Shippey, followed by the 34 car of Gordon Cowdery as they try to get around the slower traffic. Gene Shippey in the 00, now up the fifth, setting her sights on the 94 of Rick Lambert. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4 goes your leader, the 55 of Henry Tutt. It's Henry Tutt, followed by Earl Whitten, Gary Dimmick, the 94 of Rick Lambert, and Gene Shippey now goes to the inside in the 00, takes over fourth, almost loses it. She goes up high off of 2, gathers it back in, and holds on to fourth. Sets her sights on the rear bumper of the number 24 car of Gary Dimmick. A 4-car battle for second as Henry Tutt in the 55 starts to check out on the field. Gene Shippey in the 00 now tips to the outside, easily disposes of Gary Dimmick, the 24, and now goes after Earl Whitten's number 53. 5 down, 5 to go. Gene Shippey now takes over second in the 00. Drop kick back to third goes Earl Whitten's number 53. Then comes Gary Dimmick, the car number 24 to the inside, the number 94. Whoa! He just gets through to the inside. That's the 94 of Rick Lambert. Henry Tutt holding on the lead, but Gene Shippey has visions of sugar plums dancing in her head as she starts to close in on the 55 Toyota. The number 00 of Volkswagen GTI starts to rapidly reel in the 55. A 4-car battle continuing for third. Earl Whitten, Gary Dimmick, the 94 of Rick Lambert, and the 34 of Gordon Cowdery. That 4-car battle continues off of turn number 2. The popsicle sticks come out. 2 more to go. Look at Gene Shippey in the 00. She's right on the back bumper of the number 55. Off of turn 2, Gene Shippey tips the 00 to the inside, and we have a battle. No, we don't. Gene Shippey easily takes over the lead. Drifts up high, hangs onto it, and is leading with 1 more to go. Gene Shippey, your new leader. The 55, Henry Tutt second. They come on the lap traffic. April May Gelano, and the 72 car of Charlie Wheeler. Coming into 3 and 4, Gene Shippey gets into the dirt, rights it, and takes the win. Gene Shippey, car number 00. Matt Austin and Dave Arsenal now pick up the speed. Off of 3, now we come to 4. The green flag flies. Dave Arsenal, the 81 Mass, off the outside, now takes off the lead. Tim Casey, second as car number 36. Holy cow! Up on its side and back on its wheels, up into the Claremont cushion. And out comes the yellow flag. Out comes the yellow flag as we had a Tommy tip over there with the number 39. He got to the inside, went to the outside, hooked the Claremont cushion, went up on his side, and came back. Off of turn 4, the green flag flies. Dave Arsenal holds on the lead after contact with Mark McClays. Car number 15, Mark McClays, now sells in for second. Hung out to dry, the 5 car of Barry Messer on the does not make contact. It's Dave Arsenal. It's Barry Messer. Car number 5 works the number 15 apart from McClay over as he tries to take that position from McClay. Off of turn 4 comes your leader, the 16 car. Up Jim Osborne. Now goes to the inside for your lead car. The 81 Mass almost makes contact with the 16. That 16 getting lapped, stays out pretty far and makes it a little difficult for the lead cars. It's Dave Arsenal. Look at Barry Messer. Car number 5 goes up high, comes down low, and pulls out a second position. It's Barry Messer second. The 15, Mark McClay third. Tim Casey, Kelly Coleman, and the 9X of Dennis Bergeron. Your lead car, Dave Arsenal, now coming on the lapper, the number 9X car of Dennis Bergeron. It's the 81 Mass, Dave Arsenal, things in hand, has Barry Messer in the number 5. Now starts to close in on him. As we have him 3 wide, into 3 and 4, contact is made. Tim Casey goes up high. Holy cow, he just made contact with the wall, gathers back in. Man alive, another pamper move by Tim Casey in the number 77. Up into the marbles, and there he goes again, the number 5, as liquid comes out. Hang on, holy cow! Kelly Coleman made a move and saved both his car and the 5 car. The number 5 car, mechanical problem, he can down the backstretch. Guy Karen got up high into the speedy dry and got loose and went back to 3rd. Bucky Demers on the outside, car number 26. Whoa, the number 85. Number 86. Well, Gary Spaulding almost loses, goes from the lead back to 4th. It's Bucky Demers. Guy Karen in the 12X, now right up there in 2nd. Guy Karen tries to go down low. Bucky Demers loses his power. Man alive, what's going on here? Guy Karen, your leader. Peter Jarvis second. Bucky Demers third. Car number 26. As we have the battle for the lead, Peter Jarvis in the number 4 tries to get underneath the 12X of Guy Karen. Guy Karen pitches him off. Holds on the lead. Peter Jarvis up high, comes down low. But Guy Karen, we think, might have the door closed. No, he goes up high and takes over the lead. The number 4 of Peter Jarvis. Peter Jarvis, just when it looked like the door was going to be closed, takes over the lead. It's Peter Jarvis and Guy Karen. The white flag comes out. Down the backstretch, the white flag lap. Peter Jarvis comes off of turn 4 and takes the checkers. Bill Wentworth. In white 11 is McGee Sykes, and rounding out the field, riding shotgun, the 51 of Buster Canary. 6 cars to qualify, 10 laps. Ken Thompson in the 69, holding on the lead. He goes up high, gets loose, and loop-de-loop off of turn number 2 down the backstretch. Ken Thompson keeps it fired up, a full 360, and keeps on racing. Taking over the lead, David Anthony, car number 17, the number 11X car. As we have debris here off of the home stretch. Debris on the home stretch, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellows. We have debris on the home stretch just before the starter stand. Number 61X still racing and clips the debris, whatever it might be. Going for 6 qualifying positions. 1 lap in the record book, 9 to go. David Anthony now in the lead, coming off of turn 4, and out comes the green. As contact is made between the number 11 and the 27 car of Sandy Gilbert. McGee Sykes, car number 11, got underneath the rear quarter of the 27 and turned the 27 around. In the process, took himself out. David Anthony, car number 17. Takes the field into 3 and 4. Coming off of turn 4. We'll be restarting lap number 2, and out it comes. David Anthony, car number 17, holding on the lead. Now stalked by the 11X of Wayne Ingalls. Then comes the 61X of Bill Wentworth. Kenny Thompson, car number 69, fourth, followed by Buster Canary. The 11 of McGee Sykes and the 27 of Sandy Gilbert. Sandy Gilbert now going to the outside. Goes around the 11 of McGee Sykes and the 51 of Buster Canary. Sandy Gilbert now up in the qualifying position. Car number 27 up to 5th. It's David Anthony, car number 17, having all he can handle from the 11X of Wayne Ingalls. Wayne Ingalls now to the outside. Door handle, wheel to wheel. Up bumper to bumper, fender to fender. Into 3 and 4 they go. Your leader pushes up high. Wayne Ingalls stays with him. He now starts to inch ahead. Off the outside, it's Wayne Ingalls, car number 11X. New car now comes back on the inside as David Anthony. A shot from a cannon. Comes a 17. Where'd he find that burst of speed? It's David Anthony regaining the lead. The 11X now running second of Wayne Ingalls. Kenny Thompson on the inside of the 61X of Bill Wentworth, battling for third. Then comes Sandy Gilbert's car number 27. Those are your top 5, followed by McGee Sykes and Buster Canary. The 61X of Bill Wentworth running fourth. Down the backstretch they go. David Anthony and Wayne Ingalls, the top 2 cars, making battle into 3 and 4. Coming out of 4, David Anthony holding on to the inside groove. Wayne Ingalls tries it again on the outside, has to settle in behind the number 17. Car number 69, Ken Thompson, almost up into the Claremont cushion. 2 to go. David Anthony, Wayne Ingalls, Ken Thompson, car number 61X, Bill Wentworth, and Sandy Gilbert, your top 5 on the bubble. Car number 11, your 6th place car is McGee Sykes. The white flag flies. 1 to go. 1 to go. Off of turn 2, David Anthony holding on to the inside groove. He's not going to give up the inside groove for anything. Wayne Ingalls doing the same. Coming off of turn 4, the checkers fly, your winner, David Anthony. The number 29 car of Alan Fellows. And we'll catch the other 2 when we can. We don't know who's in the 4. Car number 10 is Steve Bly. The green flag flies. Going to the point right away. That's the number 96 car, Noel Bergeron. Jamie Lanoux back to second. Then comes Bob Johnson in the number 88. And Todd Merrill, car number 63. Those are your top 4 cars. Followed by Dick Lamont, Steve Bly, Jimmy Thompson, Alan Fellows, and the number 4 car. Down the backstretch they go, into 3 and 4. Freight train style, out of 4 they come. Noel Bergeron, Jamie Lanoux, Bob Johnson. Race now for 4th, and Dick Lamont takes over 4th. Car number 18, back to 5th, goes to 63 of Todd Merrill, followed by Steve Bly. Those are your top 6 cars in qualifying position. to go. One more lap. Noel Bergeron and Jamie Lanoux, 1-2. Steve Bly now on the move. Steve Bly to the inside of the 88, challenging for third. Your winner, car number 96, Noel Bergeron. 51 of Craig Karen. Those are your top 5. We'll catch the rest of the lineup when we have the opportunity. We look for the start off of turn number 4, and out comes the green. Mark Blair, car number 3, holding on the lead, now being challenged by Earl Maxim on the outside to number 5. They're head-to-head, nose-to-nose. Earl Maxim now goes to the outside and takes over the lead, but Mark Blair now comes back to the inside. It's Earl Maxim and Mark Blair. Mark Blair and Earl Maxim. Earl Maxim on the outside now gets traction and takes over the lead. We almost take them 3 wide into 3 and 4. Earl Maxim up high, almost loses it. Coming back to the inside, that's Mark Blair in the 3. It's Earl Maxim, a loose goose race car, holding on the lead. That's 16U. Running second, that's Jack McClay to the outside of the 3 of Mark Blair. Off of turn 4, they come 3 wide. Hang on to your hat. Kevin Lesgord now takes over third, going through the inside. That's Tommy Canfield, car number 15. Mark Blair now hung out to dry as Skip Birchie in the 6-pack. Now comes to the inside and takes over 5th. It's Skip Birchie 5th. Mark Blair, Craig Karen. Car number 75, Kevin Lesgord. A mechanical problem after running third. A tough break for 75 of Kevin Lesgord. Halfway, 5 down, 5 to go. It's Earl Maxim, a rat-a-tat-tat on the back bumper and taking over the lead. Jack McClay as Tommy Canfield takes the nose off the number 5 of Earl Maxim. Earl Maxim from first back to last. It's Jack McClay. Tommy Canfield, a flat tire on the 5 is his problem, why he slowed up. Right rear flat tire on the 5 of Earl Maxim. It's Jack McClay in the 16U. Tommy Canfield second. Skip Birchie third. Car number 6 right there trying to take the third away. The 51 of Craig Karen, followed by Mark Blair. 2 to go, 2 to go. 8 down, 2 to go. Down the backstretch they go, the battle for the lead. Tommy Canfield second, Jack McClay trying to hold the position. Off of turn 4 they come, the white flag flies, 1 to go. 1 to go, Jack McClay, Tommy Canfield. Tommy Canfield, Jack McClay. Jack McClay protecting the inside groove. Tommy Canfield trying his best to get around. Off of turn 4 they come. The checkers fly, the winner, Jack McClay. Driving to number 16 Saab, that's Chris Camden. Next in line, Kirby Hazen, car number 48 will catch the rest when time permits, but let's watch for 20 laps of feature racing action. Off of turn 4 they come, and out comes the green from assistant starter Dick LaPlante. Number 22, George Pond challenging off the outside, but Joe Lanoux, car number 35, comes back from the point and holds on the lead. It's Joe Lanoux. Now comes the number 12 of Randy Benson off the inside, and he gets loose, and round goes Randy Benson, car number 12. Randy Benson stuffed the number 12 too hard into the 4th corner, and out comes the yellow as Randy Benson sits there facing the wrong way. Hang on, everybody. Brake test. Of Ron Govan Jr. and the number 9 of Kevin Bodreau. Okay, let's look for the restart off of turn number 4. And out comes the green. Joe Lanoux, car number 35, holds on to the lead. Down the backstretch they go. Joe Lanoux, George Pond. George Pond now gets up high. Kirby Hazen takes advantage, goes down low, up into the speedy drive. Goes the number 9 of Kevin Bodreau as he loses several positions. The 32 of Danny Wells. Some kind of mechanical problem, going fairly slow into 1 and 2. The battle for the lead. Joe Lanou, car number 35. Kirby Hazen tries to get to the inside. It's Kirby Hazen now getting the door slammed in his face. It's Joe Lanou. Kirby Hazen. Out comes the yellow once again. Out comes the yellow once again. We have a car up here off of turn number 4. Joe Lanou takes the field along with Kirby Hazen, car number 48, as we have at least one lap in the record book. 19 to go.
Here we go, here we go.
A drag race down the home stretch. Kirby Hazen, car number 48, sneaks out in front, coming off of turn number 2. Joe Lanou drifts up high, your new leader. It's Kirby Hazen, car number 48. Back to second goes Joe Lanou, car number 35. Look at those cars coming off of turn number 4. Chris Candon second, car number 16, followed by John Crawford and the number 85, William Salo up to 5th, car number 4, George Jalbert back on the inside in the number 33, followed by Rick Ash, car number 7, and the number 6 car of Wayne Eldridge. Those are your top 8 cars. Battle now for third. Chris Cannon on the inside. John Crawford on the outside. In ready, waiting for the battle. The number 4 of William Salo. The 33 of George Jalbert. Holding on to second is Joe Lanou. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 cars battling for second as John Crawford goes loop-de-loop off of turn number 1 and 2. John Crawford, car number 85. Dodge cars, whatever. The Mopars. Okay, let's try it again. Hopefully we can get some green flag racing. Joe Lanou on the outside. Kirby Hazen, car number 48 on the inside. William Salo in the number 4, momentarily loose. Tries to take over second, can't do it. And Joe Lanou holds on to second, now drifts up high. George Jalbert takes advantage. George Jalbert gets loose. Joe Lanou catches a break and holds on to second. Joe Lanou second, car number 35. William Salo on the inside rear quarter, the 35. Now challenging for second. It's William Salo and Joe Lanou. Joe Lanou and William Salo. Off of 4 they come. A door handle to door handle, wheel to wheel, hood to hood, and bumper to bumper. William Salo now takes over second. Hung out to dry is Joe Lanou, your earlier leader. George Jalbert third as we take them 3 wide off of turn 4. Hang on. George Jalbert now gets up to second. In the BMW, Wayne Eldridge, car number 6 on the outside, battling with Rick Ash in the 7 for third. And Wayne Eldridge now takes over third. It's Wayne Eldridge third, Rick Ash 4th, car number 7, followed by the 25 of Ron Gobin Jr., William Salo, and Greg Sargent. Those are your top 7-8 cars. Rick Ash momentarily loose. Ron Gobin now takes over 4th. And we took them 3 and 4 wide momentarily there. Man alive, these people are out to win. Kirby Hazen now starts to check out on the field. Car number 48. It's Kirby Hazen. Now 2 turns ahead of the number 6 of Wayne Eldridge. Wayne Eldridge second. George Jalbert third. Then comes Ron Gobin, Greg Sargent, Rick Ash, Gene Shippey, and William Salo. 5 cars battling for 4th. Monica Rook now joins into the party. Car number 21. It's 10 down, 10 to go. Halfway. Ron Gobin, car number 25, drifts up high, holds on to 4th. Greg Sargent comes out the short end of the stick on that one, losing 2 or 3 positions. Down the backstretch they go. Into 3 and 4, Gene Shippey. Car number 7, Rick Ash, makes contact with Gene Shippey's number 00. 50 cents for the 50-50. Okay, back to racing. The number 48, Kirby Hazen, holding on the lead. A rat-a-tat-tat on the back bumper, but look at that. The number 6 of Wayne Eldridge has a mechanical problem, and probably when he punched the back of the 48. Kirby Hazen holding on the lead. George Jalbert second. Greg Sargent third. Car number 1X has William Salo, has a mechanical problem, and goes up off of turn number 2. It's Kirby Hazen, George Jalbert, Greg Sargent in the number 1X, now up to third. Monica Rook fourth, Paul LaFont fifth in the number 47. Joey Lanoux fifth, car number 6 rather, car number 35. Then comes John Crawford in the 85. Car number 25, Ron Gobin Jr. up pit road. Up pit road is the 25 of Ron Gobin Jr. It's Kirby Hazen, George Jalbert, the car in the move, the 1X car of Greg Sargent, and the 21 of Monica Rook. Off of turn 4 they come. Kirby Hazen keeps the torches lit on the number 48. It's Kirby Hazen, George Jalbert, Greg Sargent trying to get around the number 33. The 1X trying to get around George Jalbert's number 33. Jalbert doing a good job of holding down the inside groove. Down the home stretch they come into turns number 1 and 2. It's Kirby Hazen, George Jalbert, Greg Sargent, Monica Rook, Paul LaFont. Then comes a battle as Joe Lanoux hooked up with the number 85 and going around the number 55 of Henry Tutt. Holy cow, and out comes the yellow. And bidding earlier in the race, starting at the back of the pack, now up to 6th. So hang on, it's far from over. George Jalbert on the outside, car number 33, but Kirby Hazen protects the inside groove, going through in the inside, hanging out George Jalbert's the 1X of Greg Sargent. Greg Sargent, car number 1X, now takes over second as Monica Rook in the 21 tries to keep the 33 out, but can't get the job done. Number 16, Chris Cannon smoking a bit off of turn number 4. Greg Sargent now showing the power of the Mopar. Starts to tattoo the bumper of the number 48. Down the home stretch they come. It's Kirby Hazen in the 48. Greg Sargent right there looking for racing room. George Jalbert third. Then comes Monica Rook, Paul LaFont, John Crawford, and Chris Stanhope. We're starting to run out of laps. The Rabbit Ears come out. 2 to go. 2 to go. Out come the Rabbit Ears. It's now or never for Greg Sargent. It's now or never for Kirby Hazen. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. Kirby Hazen drifts up high. And Greg Sargent takes advantage. The white flag is flying. Kirby Hazen keeps his foot in it. Now Greg Sargent goes up high. The 1X holds position. Going down the backstretch. Contact is made. Greg Sargent goes up high. The checkers fly. It's Greg Sargent. Boy, it got off to a slow start, but how about it? Was it worth the wait? What a finish. How about that? Man alive. A well-deserved checker for the driver of the 1X as he takes it from assistant starter Dick LaPlante. Don't forget, tonight's races sponsored by Claremont Savings Bank, located in Claremont, Cornish, and Charlestown. Okay, this driver really earned your applause, so we'll wait till he shuts it down. Comes and gets the Claremont Savings Bank trophies. But he'll be looking for his picture first, and he'll be hoping it appears in the checkered review. Don't forget, you also... Ryan Baker in the 11, add the number 70. We'll go one more time around. Let's wave your hat. Let's send off this Pro Fields. Wave your hat, wave your shirt, whatever. Let's send them off on a good trip. Here we go, down the home stretch. Don't think these drivers don't appreciate your enthusiasm either, because they sure do. Okay, they're waiting on the 12X of Guy Karen. Guy Karen, they're waiting to try and give him a break to get back out onto the racetrack. So we'll have another time around, and hopefully Guy and the 12X can rejoin the field. There he is. Now we'll do it. Ryan Baker, Bob Rugg. Take the field of 24 Pro Stocks very slowly down the backstretch. Who's it gonna be? Look at them jam up already. They aren't too anxious. Here we go, off of turn number 4. Jam session right away between two cars, and around goes a 97, and out comes the yellow flag as they scatter like 10 pins. And let's see how it flies. The number 16 car, provisional, Jim Osborne, rejoins the field. Off of turn 4 they come, the green flag flies. It's Brian Baker on the inside. That's Bob Rugg on the outside, looking for racing room. The 1G car of Punky Karen. It's Punky Karen in the wings, running third, followed by the 76 of Peter Daniels. Then comes Mike Russo. Those are your top 5. Rob Goodenough in the 1 New Hampshire up to 6, followed by Walt Hammond, Mark McClay, and Tim Casey. Into 1 and 2 they go. Hung out to dry. That's Bob Rugg as Punky Karen now takes over second. Ryan Baker trying to protect the inside groove. Off of turn 4 they come as they come on the lap car of Dennis Bergeron in the number 9X. Down the back stretch they go as Dennis Bergeron pulls to the infield. It's Brian Baker, Punky Karen all over him like a short coat. He goes up high, comes down low. Brian Baker has him covered into 3 and 4. It's Brian Baker, Punky Karen, and the 76 of Peter Daniels. A 3-car battle for 4th as Rob Goodenough now gets the inside of the number 70 of Bob Rugg. Bob Rugg gets loose, loses 4 positions. The battle now for the lead as they come on to lap traffic. It's Punky Karen making contact with the number 11 and the 97. Well, there you are. Out comes the yellow. Okay, let's watch the restart as Peter Daniels and Rob Goodenough get ready to mix it up. Goodenough on the outside gets the jump. Peter Daniels on the inside, but Rob Goodenough takes over the lead, pushes up high. Peter Daniels comes back, but Rob Goodenough holds on the lead as we have a jam session off of turn number 4. Matt Waite and Gary Spaulding spin off of turn number 4, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. In the 1 New Hampshire. Well, let's see what happens. See if history repeats itself or not. Rob Goodenough gets up high, bobbles momentarily, has to settle in for second. Holding on the lead, Peter Daniels in the number 76. He drifts up high. Rob Goodenough comes down low. Rob Goodenough has the inside groove. Peter Daniels on the outside, pitches him off and holds on the lead. As the number 9 spins again into the infield, this time he gets out of the way. Goodenough all over the back bumper, the number 76. Down the back stretch they go into 3 and 4. Peter Daniels, Rob Goodenough, Mike Russo, Tim Casey, Dave Arsenal, and Jim McCallum, your top 6 cars. Now coming up to 7th, that's Barry Messer in the number 5. Off of turn 4, come your leaders. Daniels trying to hold off the charges of Rob Goodenough. Jim McCallum now to the inside of Dave Arsenal, battling for 5th position. Jim McCallum now takes over 5th. It's Jim McCallum 5th as the lead cars now come on to the 16 car. It's Peter Daniels in the 76. Rob Goodenough, Mike Russo, and Tim Casey. Jim McCallum now up to 5th. Dave Arsenal and Barry Messer. Down the back stretch they go. Into 3 and 4. Barry Messer now takes over 6th from Dave Arsenal, who's now hung out to dry. Jim McCallum now starts to work on the 77 of Tim Casey. A battle for 4th. It's Tim Casey going high. Jim McCallum down low. Tim Casey holding on to position. Off a turn 4 they come. Halfway, 15 down, 15 to go. Holding on the lead, right there, waiting for a racing mistake, is the 1 New Hampshire. They go around the lap car, the number 9X of Dennis Bergeron. As we have a problem, off of turn number 4, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. Richard Brown, car number 20, the 97 of Walt Hammond, and the 70 of Bob Rugg. Involved in that jam session off of turn 4. We have fiberglass over the race. Let's see how they go. No contest that time as Rob Goodenough got the jump on Peter Daniels and takes over the lead. It's Rob Goodenough, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. Start. Here they come. Rob Goodenough that time takes the lead. Peter Daniels back to 2nd. Jim McCallum now going to the outside. Jim McCallum getting ready to do it the hard way. Rim riding on the outside. He now pushes up high, loses a position. Jim McCallum going for 3rd. Goes back to 5th. Jim McCallum running for 3rd, goes back to 5th. It's Rob Goodenough, the 1 New Hampshire, right there stalking him. That's the 76 of Peter Daniels. Mike Russo 3rd. Barry Messer. Jim McCallum. Mark Hayward. Tim Casey. Todd Patno, Bucky Demers, and Peter Jarvis, your top 12 cars. number 5 car. It's Rob Goodenough holding on the lead. Peter Daniels right there. Mike Russo third. A battle now for 4th. Jim McCallum tries to get underneath the 5 of Barry Messer. Barry Messer closes the door. Battle now for 6 as Todd Patno tries to get underneath the number 21 of Mark Hayward. It's Jim McCallum now getting up with the number 5 of Barry Messer. Barry Messer tries to close the door. It's Jim McCallum on the inside. Barry Messer on the outside as Todd Patno loses it in the home stretch. And the 81 mass of Dave Arsenal also loops, and out comes the yellow. Todd Patno, car number 24, looping in the home stretch, and 81 man.
Here we go. Hey, here we go. Get out of space.
It's right foot. Peter Daniels, car number 76, holding on the lead as the number 1 car got tapped from behind and got loose and holding on to position. It's Peter Daniels, car number 76, your new leader. Rob Goodenough second. Car number 5, Barry Messer third. The 21, Mark Hayward, followed by Mike Russo and the 2X car of Jim McCallum. Out come the Rabbit Ears. 2 to go. Peter Daniels holding on the lead. The rear end of the number 1 New Hampshire flapping in the breeze, holding on to second. The white flag flies. Barry Messer third. Mark Hayward, Mike Russo, and the 2X car of Jim McCallum coming into turn number 3 and 4. Out come the checkers. Your winner is Peter Daniels. Have a brake test there as the number 20 Richard Brown spun off of turn number 2. Boy, I'll tell you, that was some kind of a race. Look at the 1 New Hampshire's rear end. He got roostered a little bit. Rooster tail. Wait for Peter to come around again like we did for the mini stock winner. Tonight's race is brought to you by Claremont Savings Bank, your friendly hometown banker. 3 convenient locations: Charlestown, Claremont, and Cornish. Hear the brakes squeak as Peter comes to a stop with the checkered. Oh. And out it comes. Ed LaQuire closes the door on Randy Hook, takes over the lead on the outside, challenging for second. That's Eric Chute, followed by the number 34 car, the 34 of Scott Chute. Those are your top 4. Then comes Dan Damaris and the number 60 of Scott Ovid. Looking for racing room, Russ Davis, car number 5, along with Doug Marsh in the number 7 and Mark Pellerance, number 72. As Dan Damaris goes up high, almost gets into the white monster, and we have a problem. And out comes the yellow. Out out comes the yellow. Off of turn 4 they come, looking for the green, and there it is. Ed LaQuire gets the lead again. Car number 71. That's Ed LaQuire. Randy Hook second. Eric Chute. Russ Davis. Car number 5 up to 4th. Trying to get underneath the rear quarter of the number 50. Dan Damaris on the 85. Gets to the inside of the number 5 of Russ Davis. Those are your top 5. Then comes Doug Marsh, Rick Chambers, Mike Benson, and the number 34 of Scott Chute. A battle for second. Up front, Randy Hook on the inside, Eric Chute on the outside. It's Eric Chute, rim riding on the outside, now trying to get around the 71 of Ed LaQuire. Eric Chute trying to do it the hard way. On the outside, LaQuire drifts up. Chute keeps his right foot in it. It's door handle to door handle. A bumper to bumper. The 50 drifts up high, comes back on. He stouts the inch ahead. Ed LaQuire on the inside. Eric Chute on the outside. A dead even as they go by the flag stand. It's Ed LaQuire, Eric Chute, Ed LaQuire, Russ Davis looking for racing room in the number 5. Then comes Doug Marsh, 3 wide for 5th position off of turns 3 and 4. Off of 4 they come. Mike Benson's 5th has the number 50 car. Eric Chute takes the lead. It's Eric Chute, Russ Davis now gets underneath the 71 of Ed LaQuire. It's Eric Chute, Russ Davis now taking over second. Ed LaQuire third as they go around the lap car. The number 34 of Scott Chute. Down the back stretch they go. Doug Marsh now tries to sneak through to take over third and gets the job done. Doug Marsh now gets up high, hangs on as the number 4 car starts to smoke. That's Larry Riendo. Larry Riendo, mechanical problems, he starts to smoke. Down the backstretch, into 3 and 4, out of 4, come your leaders. It's Eric Chute, the 5 car, Russ Davis, Doug Marsh, those top 3 now start to take a little bit of distance between themselves and the 4th place car of Ed LaQuire in the 71 and Mike Benson's 47. It's 10 down, halfway, 10 down, 10 to go. As we have a car now coming to a stop off of turn number 4. And out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow. 47, Mike Benson up pit road. Tough break for Benson. He was running pretty, getting better and better. The beautiful red number 5 in second place. And here they come, looking for the green. Eric Chute, car number 50, now being challenged on the outside by the 5 of Russ Davis. It's the radical one. As the 71 momentarily hooked up with the 34 of Scott Chute. They shake themselves free and keep on going. It's Russ Davis on the outside. Eric Chute on the inside. Russ Davis hung out to dry, trying to get the lead at the same time. Doug Marsh trying to keep it close. Off of turn number 4 they come. It's Eric Chute, Russ Davis, Doug Marsh. Russ Davis tries to sneak his way in front of Doug Marsh and gets the job done. It's Eric Chute, Russ Davis, and the number 7 car of Doug Marsh, followed by Dan Damaris, Dave Davis, the Sparks Fly, Randy Hook, Larry Riendo, David Anthony, and Jimmy Zulo. Those are your top 10. The battle now for second as Doug Marsh has gotten underneath the number 5 of Russ Davis. It's Doug Marsh, Russ Davis on the outside, followed by the number 85 of Dan Damaris. Doug Marsh takes over second. Russ Davis settles back into third. Doug Marsh got loose off of turn 2, gathers it back in and holds on to position. The car number 50, Eric Chute, continues to lead. Doug Marsh second. The number 5, Russ Davis third. The sparks fly off the number 20 car, and around goes Jimmy Zullo in the number 10. Jimmy Zullo loops off of turn number 1 and 2. It's Eric Chute in the 50, the 7 of Doug Marsh. Then comes Russ Davis, car number 5, as Jim Zullo does not move, and out comes the yellow. Out comes the yellow as we have 3-4 cars that, no, we stay under green, we stay under green. We continue to race as Jimmy Zullo sits off of turn number 1 and 2. Cars are more alert than the announcer as fireworks fly off of turn number 3 and 4. It's Eric Chute, Doug Marsh, Russ Davis, Larry Riendo, Dan Damaris. Down the backstretch, they come on the lap of traffic. Number 11 of McGee Sykes, Eric Chute, goes around 11. Out comes the white flag. It's Eric Chute, Doug Marsh, Russ Davis, Larry Riendo, as Jimmy Zullo finally gets fired up. It's Eric Chute, car number 50. Off of turn 4, the checkers fly, it's Eric Chute. We have a car here in the wall. Driver okay. Number 10 car, Jimmy Zullo, hung off the turn 1 and 2 wall. Looked like the caution was coming out. Stayed under green. The drivers very alertly stayed racing. The announcer thought it was yellow, but it wasn't. And our winner now getting the checkered flag. Okay, there's a guy who's got a pretty good fan club, Russ Davis, going over to see him.